What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing Joel Embiid's 59-point performance versus the Utah Jazz. And at first glance, of course, it's an amazing feat, right? By center, number one. Seeing someone that big, skilled, able to handle the rock, get to where he won on the floor, not only dominate in the paint, he has the outside touch, finesse moves, to be able to score in that high of a clip without question is something that we all should marvel at. Just to do a little backstory or just to look at it hindsight, right? 59 points on 19 of 28 shooting, 20 of 24 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 blocks. I mean, just looking at that stat line and the caliber of player that Joel Embiid has been for the better part of what? Honestly, I can say the better part of the last 3, 4, maybe 5 seasons has played at an almost MVP caliber level. The reason I say almost is because he hasn't won the award. And some people would say Joel Embiid is the best big in the game. I would have to pause the brakes on that because I feel like Jokic, he orchestrates the game a little more than Joel Embiid, right? Because the ball is in Jokic's hands a lot more. So he's able to dictate how guys move, how guys cut, and things like that when he's back there quarterbacking, so to speak. Joel Embiid needs the ball fed to him. And when he does get the ball in the post or mid-post, one thing I do hate about Embiid's game is he takes unnecessary threes, in my opinion. I believe at that size, height, you should be down there in the paint abusing teams. I come from an NBA, when I used to watch, right? When I used to watch centers back in the day, I come from the era of Shaquille O'Neal. Nobody's bigger than you. Nobody's stronger than you. I'm going to just abuse my way to 30. And that's what, in my opinion, a lot of guys, especially like Joel Embiid, should be doing. Forget the mid post. I understand you're skilled. Hakeem Olajuwon was too. And he's more Hakeem than, we've seen in years. But I would honestly like to see Embiid abuse his way to 30 nightly. Now, has injuries played a part in how aggressive or how timid he is? Maybe. But when healthy, we know what he's capable of. He's dealt with a plethora of injuries over his career. He's dealt with, from anytime he hits the floor, between him and Anthony Davis, I never see a collective of fans hold their breath when a player hits the floor, unlike those two. You just never know. And with Embiid, the Sixers' success is predicated on his health. Yes, it's November. He drops 59 points. But these are the type of performances that you want to see April, May, possibly June. Because you don't want him to do this now and then it fizzles out as the season comes to a head, But I believe that performance was, one of the greatest performances by a center I've seen in a while. Not even by a center. Let's just say by a player. To shoot that high of a clip, field goal percentage wise, from the free throw line, board as far as rebounds are concerned, block shots, and your team get the W. What more could you ask for from a player? Yes, we know Joel is going to get more shots up right now because James is not there, which he should. But ultimately, you don't want him doing this now and then fatigue starts to set in. Because later on in that game versus Utah, you did see that, yeah, he was exhausted. And that's always been, conditioning has always been something that has plagued Embiid over time. So if I'm a Sixers fan, I'm not concerned because they have time. He has time to rest up until their next game. I just want to say that, Embiid being the focal point of what the Sixers want to do going forward. The championship aspirations is definitely here. I believe now with the returning of Harden, the emergence of Maxey, Joel Embiid has, and at this high of a clip, as far as centers go, centers don't last at this rate too long. You'll get the knee issues, which Embiid has had. You'll get the feet issues. You'll get certain issues lingering on as the later stages of their career comes upon them, right? So the window of opportunity to win a championship, compete for championships is right now. The Sixers do not have the opportunity to allow season after season with Embiid playing at this high of a level to continue to pass them by. You draft Embiid, you have a Simmons, you have a Butler, you have a Redick, Harris, and it don't get done. And then you turn around and you grab Harden, you see Maxey, and you still trying to build it out. Doc is still the coach. I don't think he's a very good coach, but that's a conversation for another day. When you look at Embiid and you look at how skillful he is, like I said, to score that many points, 59 points to be exact, as far as a big in the NBA, you have to give him all praise for that. Now, like I said, back to my original statement, he's not the best center in the league because I think Jokic is better. Is he more dominant in the paint? I mean, that depends on how you look at it, on the scope of things, right? That depends on what do you mean by dominant, because we know Jokic, he has the offensive moves in the paint. We know what he's capable of, 2-time MVP. Something that I feel like Embiid should have his hat in the race once again this year, depending on how things shake out. We're looking at a lot of great early performances this year. So we'll see how the season pans out. But I feel like Embiid, with that performance, cemented his legacy as far as one of the best big men in the game right now. Is he one of the best bigs ever? That's yet to be determined because, again, like I said, I watched guys like Shaq. I watched guys like Hakeem, dominate. Even Dwight Howard. People might not think Dwight is or was such a great talent in the NBA. But we're talking about somebody who, bar none, put a team on his back and took him to the finals. So when I look at Embiid, this is the time, right? This is the time for them to climb on his shoulders, climb on his back. He's the number one option. Take him to the promised land. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think Joel Embiid is the best big in the game? Do you guys think, it's somebody else? Maybe somebody I didn't mention. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to the channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.